Hello world, Shelly here, and today I'm going to kick off a month-long test of using the Science Serum Tight Neck product every single day. Welcome back, Tight Neck! They've been out of stock for a very long time, and a few months ago Tight Eye returned, as you know. I was very excited. Well, Tight Neck is now back, and what a coincidence. I have a situation involving my neck that I would like to see how Tight Neck can help. So if you're not familiar with these products from Science Serum, they are intended to give you an immediate tightening effect and also contain skincare ingredients that will improve your condition over time. And both Tight Eye and Tight Neck are similar ingredient decks, but different strengths based on the different kinds of skin that you have around your eyes versus the thicker skin that you have on your neck. And the idea behind them both is that they will help to improve collagen production and strengthen the area, as well as remove puffiness, help reduce fine lines and wrinkles, and just overall give you a tightening and a lifting effect. Now, Tight Eye was designed to use under your eyes. I actually also use it on the hoods of my lids because I have puffy skin up here, and it works really well at keeping this tighter so that it's not as droopy in my outer corners. So that is why I want to try Tight Neck in this situation. Now, I tested Tight Neck, goodness, back in 2000. I'm pretty sure, not 2000, 2020. That would have been a very long time ago. 2020, the picture that is on the Science Serum Tight Neck website comparing the lines on a neck, that's my neck. So I ran a test a while back, but the situation I have now, I still have those lines. And since I have not been using my Tight Neck regularly since I had run out of it and it was out of stock for a year plus, those lines that are in that photo are still in existence on my neck. So I will be using it for that. But the new reason I want to try it out and give it a dedicated month-long test is that I've been losing weight. I don't weigh myself every day, so the last time I checked, I was at 46 pounds down, and it's starting to show in my face. And it's really starting to show in my neck because I do carry a lot of excess weight in my neck. And so now that some of that is going away, I'm getting you can kind of even see it, the loose skin, the excess skin. As the fat is being removed from my neck area, I'm having sort of floppy and excess skin that almost, depending how I move my body, looks like wrinkles. Don't mind the cats. That was Charlie. I don't know what she's doing over there. So I want to see if Tight Neck will help tighten the sort of wrinkly appearance that skin gets because it's so loose. Maybe it'll tighten it up a little bit. So I've taken some photos, some before photos that I will use to compare a month from now. And so Tight Neck, I'm going to show you the application process. We'll talk through some things. It's got a no cap, so you're not going to drop and lose any kind of cap. They've also got a lower price on both Tight Eye and Tight Neck since they have relaunched. And the ingredients, it's got a really simple ingredient deck. It comes out as a gel sort of a consistency, and the idea behind it, I'm going to do all the way up to these wrinkles that I have under my chin. You apply a relatively thick layer. You know, it's thin, but you don't want to like shear it out. You want to have a good layer of product on your skin, and you let the product dry, and once it's dry, you then wipe it off. Now, it's made to work in that 5 to 10 minutes that it's drying down, and you don't want to leave it on your skin longer than that. You do want to wipe it off. And when you go to wipe it off, we're going to use a damp cloth, and heat is going to activate the dry down process. So the warmth of your body temperature is going to start activating that dry down. And then when you come to remove it, it's actually easiest if you use a cold, damp sponge or cloth or whatever you like to use, because the cold will activate the melting. I know it's like the opposite of intuitive. Cold to melt, warmth to dry down. And so I've got my nice layer going there. We're going to let that dry down a bit while we talk about the ingredients. It does look kind of weird as it dries down. You'll start to kind of look like because you can kind of see and feel it tightening up. But especially on your eyes, it looks quite strange when that happens. So let's talk through how this stuff works, the ingredients on it. Now, you don't want to use tight neck around your eyes, just like you don't want to use tight eye on your neck. They have similar ingredients, but they are formulated differently based on the two different sort of types of skin and the thickness of your skin in those areas. If you were to take tight eye and use it on your neck, it's not going to be strong enough to penetrate the skin, the thicker skin of your neck. If you're going to take tight neck and put it around your eyes, you're likely to have irritation because it's going to be too strong for that skin. The skin around your eyes is very thin compared to the skin on your neck. So they are formulated differently in order to address that. So don't just think you can buy one of them and use it in both areas. The skin around the two areas is just very, very different. You can get away with that with products that don't have sort of actives in them. So think of like a basic moisturizer. If your eye area can handle a more emollient moisturizer, go for it. Now, personally, I can't. I get milia around my eyes. If I use products that aren't designed for the eye area around my eyes, I have to be very careful with what I put around my eyes because it just will give me milia. I'll get those little white spots. I don't have any, oh, well, I still have the remnants of one right there. But so I tend not to cross that barrier. If you don't have issues with milia around your eyes, for example, moisturizer might be fine, but there are active ingredients in here that the strength is going to vary, and I don't want irritation around my eyes. So I don't recommend, at least with these two products, crossing the intended areas of usage, let's say. So let's talk ingredients. There's hyaluronic acid in both tight eye and tight neck. That's good for maintaining hydration. So this is something that can set you up for your skincare. I would do this as my first step after cleansing before I go in with any toners or anything like that. And so hyaluronic acid holds multiple times, lots and lots of multiple times its weight in water and can help to draw moisture to the skin. It's got caffeine in it, which around the eyes is good for sort of dehydrating excess fluid out of fat cells, and that decreases puffiness. It will do the same kind of a thing for the neck area to sort of decrease any excess puffiness that's going on there. The hyaluronic acid will help counteract any kind of dehydration because that we're really looking to get rid of excess fluid that has pooled under the skin rather than the hydration that holds moisture in the skin. They're really two different things. It's got green caviar extract and peptides. Those are great for strengthening your skin barrier, your collagen production, just the overall strength of your skin. The ingredient that I find the most interesting that's in this product, tight eye and tight neck, is argireline. It is an ingredient that affects your dynamic movement lines, your dynamic wrinkles, your dynamic fine lines. And what I mean by that is the lines that are created by movement. So your crow's feet when you smile, your smile lines, your necklines that form based on how you move your head, anything dynamic that has to do with movement. So the lines that are created by movement. And what argireline can do is help to decrease the strength by which the muscles around that area that are causing your dynamic movement, decrease the strength by which that happens so that those dynamic movements aren't causing as much increase in the pinching and it just decreases the pressure of those movements happening, if that makes sense. So you have less of the say, let's just use the word creasing. So you have less of the forceful creasing, so it's a gentler creasing. Therefore, you are reducing the amount of impact that you're having to create those lines. So over time, that is going to help prevent those lines from forming as deeply, as sharply, as distinctly, and reduce the appearance of them. This is all topical. You know, it's a non-invasive. We're not injecting anything. It's all topical. It's all on the surface of your skin, and you do see how I'm starting to look wrinkly. It always looks really, really wild. Look at that. It always looks really quite wild as it dries down. But don't worry, because you're gonna wipe it off anyway. So you give it 5 minutes or so, depending on your external temperature. It could take longer or shorter. So for example, if it's really warm where you are, it's probably going to dry down faster. If it's chilly where you are, it's going to dry down slower. It's warm right now. We have the air conditioning off. It is raining outside. It is humid out, and it is warm. It's about 78 degrees in here. So mine's drying pretty quickly, and I can kind of feel a sheet of solidness on my neck right now. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Yeah. So mine's just about dry. I could go a little bit longer, but for the sake of demonstration, we will get started removing it. So I have here a damp cloth. Cold water is going to make this the easiest, because just like your eye area, you don't want to be tugging and rubbing at your skin. You don't want to create more wrinkles, right? So a more damp rather than less damp cloth. Keep a little, don't wring it completely out. Keep a little moisture in there. Makes this easier. Take your damp, cold cloth, put it on the area you're trying to remove. Hold it there for a handful of seconds to kind of bring the temperature down, because like I said, cool will melt this product. Warmth will solidify it. So hold it up there to cool it down just a little bit. Then give yourself a good wipe. Once you remove it, there's no residue left behind. There's nothing sticky. You can't feel it. It's gone. You've wiped away, but it has already left and absorbed into your skin the key ingredients that it needs to work. There we go. Now, you would just continue with the rest of your skincare routine and go on your merry way. I'm going to use this day and night for a month. Now, once your wrinkles start to diminish and you get to a point of maintenance, you can really get away with doing it once a day, 3 or 4 days a week. You don't end up having to do it constantly. But in the beginning, when you're trying to build up a baseline of impact to your skin, you do want to do it at least daily, twice a day if you are so inclined. I'm going to go twice a day. We're going to see how this looks. I will come back in a month and give you the before and after photos. We will see if it does in fact work on loose skin as opposed to just the fine lines and the wrinkles that they advertise, but we will also do a check on my lines, my wrinkles, see how they're doing a month from now. So there you have it. Welcome back, Tight Neck. If you've been missing it, if you used it when they had it in the past, it's back. It is at a new lower price. And you can use my code below for 10% off. And yeah, this is not sponsored, but thank you to Science Serum for sending me this bottle of Tight Neck in PR. I appreciate it. This is not a paid video. This is not a sponsored video. I make it because I love these products and I want to share my excitement that they are back. As you know, I've been using Science Serum for years. So let's see how my neck does. I'll be back. Well, you'll see me before a month's time is up, but I'll be back on this topic in a month and we'll see how it's going. As always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over skincare with me this time. Check me out on Patreon. I post some behind the scenes stuff over there. And I appreciate your time. I hope everyone has an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.